Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The lawmakers are now suffering so much disrespect and disregard in the hands of the executive and also appointees. It's really surprising. And guess what? They said they are going to take bold steps, which we are going to reveal in the news. We are going to read out to you. But before we go ahead with the news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, also the bell icon, so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, members of the House of Representatives says they will report government agencies that fail to honor their invitation to President Muhammadu Buhari. You can imagine. At this investigative hearing on Wednesday, the House Committee on Public Accounts said it will petition the president requesting him to compel the agencies to honor its invitation. The committee is investigating the alleged sales of some national assets without due process. Some of the agencies whose heads were summoned but failed to appear before the lower legislative chamber of the National Assembly are the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), and the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA). Also invited were the heads of the Petroleum Equalization Fund (PEF), the Nigerian Port Authority (NPA), and the Bureau for Public Enterprise (BPE). Wole Oke, chairman of the committee, expressed displeasure over the non-appearance of the public officials and requested the panel's clerk to forward a petition to the president informing him of the development. He said the petition should be written through the office of the secretary to the government of the Federation (SGF), requesting the president to get the agencies to honor the invitation within 7 days. Wednesday's incident is the latest of what appears to become a norm where head of government ministries, parastatal and agencies (MDIs) fail to appear before the federal lawmaker when invited. When such happens, the legislature usually issue a warrant of arrest or turn to Buhari for his intervention. In 2019, a similar incident played out between the lower legislative chamber and the service chiefs who failed to honor an invitation when the National Assembly was probing Nigeria's security challenges. Femi Gbajabiamila, the speaker, had threatened to report them to Buhari, after which all the service chiefs responded. That's the news, and it's really funny. I knew it would get to this because when you trade your independence, when you trade your position as a lawmaker, this is what you suffer. Imagine reading through the news. If you had followed us very well, you will notice that none of them even sent in a kind of excuse that, oh, sorry, on because of this, I won't be able to appear. Not even one, based on what we have heard.
Not even a representative, sir.
Not even a representative. And these are key government agencies in Nigeria, and their importance cannot be overemphasized. So they are meant to come and give account of a lot of things that they have done. But because the government have, the lawmakers have failed in their responsibility, imagine what they are now treated as nobodies. Unthinkable.
Oh dear, this is really pathetic to think that we're in democracy. What is the essence of the three arms of government?
Absolutely.
Why were they, separated? The government just made it. There's no need for three arms. Just make it one arm, one government, and let's just continue with it. Because
now, wait. Let me just come in there. Do you know why all of this is happening?
no, we just give it.
The reason why this is happening is because they have failed in different respects. The topmost in the list is the case of this Chinese loan. When this guy was talking about it, the minister of transportation wrote to me, Amechi, that we submitted this document to you people, and you guys went through this document.
But he's saying the truth.
Yeah, obviously.
It's not possible for them to have gotten the loan if it was not duly approved.
Exactly. He said this thing, you guys were here and you signed it. So now coming to review it and begin to bring up all of this doesn't mean the first set of guys who went through it
We're not competent enough.
We're not competent enough. Exactly. So if you can make all these big flaws and all of that, you're trying to summon other people over issues of sales of assets. Do you think they can ever respect you? None of them will respect you.
You know, another thing that makes it very, very appalling is the fact that during the NDDC
Yes,
saga,
exactly.
Godwin Okwabio called their names.
Yes,
Said,
exactly.
why are you overemphasizing this? You people are beneficiary to this.
Exactly.
Of which Femi Gbajabiamila got
Threatened.
very angry.
Yeah.
But the truth be told, he has mentioned names.
He mentioned them and even wrote to them.
So-
he has mentioned it. I think they have given it to committee of ethics or whatever. Let them go through it and submit a report to show you that this whole issue of corruption we're talking about, it's not far-fetched. Amongst you people, first of all, investigate the ones that are happening among you before you begin to stretch out hands and get to all of us executive out there. You guys already, you are corrupt.
Now you now see why, if in as much as you are compromised, you can't be able to exert or do that which is your role without fear or favor.
Exactly.
If for any reasons it's now a case of quote and unquote chop a chop, dog eat dog.
Yes.
So
Dog eat dog.
why are you coming to pretend as if you're a saint?
Exactly.
All of us are into this thing, man. Stop behaving like a saint. Nobody holy pass for this thing, guy. If you talk, so at some point, coming to be calling me and saying, "Come and stand before panel." Front of who?
Who am I standing before?
Who is calling me?
Yes.
That's rubbish and finishing.
People that have been accused.
Do you understand?
People whose hands are soiled.
Do you understand?
They have been brought before. The most shocking aspect of it was the case of. That's why no matter what they will say, lawmakers will say, nobody give them any respect, because when it was time, at this point, when it was time for the Minister of Niger Delta Matters, that Akpabio, to begin to talk about that issue, when he threw it to them, they were trying to halt him.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was the language. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The man was still pouring. It's okay. Just to show you that they were guilty. The chairman of the committee was beckoning on him. Please don't talk again now. Don't disgrace us again.
But it's pathetic. It's now you now see the situation where we are in Nigeria. Now, why are you? If you sell off your rights, to start with, you started by saying no, we want to work executively, want to work exclusively with the executive. What now? Such that Nigerians started calling them rubber stamp.
Exactly.
There's a reason why in democracy there were three arms separated deliberately,
so that you act as a watchdog.
Yes.
Over your executive, over judiciary. Everybody will be checking each other.
Now, even the judiciary self, I don't even understand. Now the last hope of the common man. That's why you see everybody going out there and say, look, Nigeria, please, what is going on? We don't even understand what is going on now. You can imagine if you are brought in, before they brought them into the office, as whether ministers or whatever parastatal they belong, they went through the verdict of, they were vetted by these lawmakers.
Exactly.
They just take a bow. Sometimes they won't even take a bow. They just take a bow.
Party sentiments came into play.
Do you understand? Now they're they're having questionable characters.
And you want to
monies are being moved in billions, and not calling them. Come back and say, who is calling me?
Who is calling me? Exactly.
Something somebody said. Okay, I think that was still Godfrey Akpabio. Wait, no, okay, that's this other guy that's in charge of NDDC. I've forgotten his name now. He said something very unique. One of his videos he had with the channels.
Okay.
He said something. He said, look, that before they even sign when they want to give out contracts, he said one of the representatives from the lawmakers come in and give them the number of contracts they want. So before they even start giving out contracts, there's what we call a portion
that must go for them.
Do you understand?
Go to them. Sorry.
Yeah, if you check a video, I think this one I'm trying to
I've heard it.
Recollect what the exact words he said. He said they can't disburse or start anything called contract except a portion. Is given to. That's the same thing to this man, this son. This what's his name again? Said about the issue of loan disbursement. Festus Keyamo said something quite unique. He said, "Look, why they wanted to hijack the 774 jobs was simply because they wanted a portion too of it. So this whole issue, you see that there's similarities. Look, if you want to do issues of transparency, you yourself has to be transparent.
Yes. So, but with this, it therefore means they have to push themselves first.
But you know it's difficult.
But guess what?
It's a difficult
it's really
task.
difficult because as at this point, already they have been compromised. So
you want to purge your colleague, everything will scatter.
Exactly.
Now the name honorable. Somebody will ask, what is honorable in this whole matter?
I could still remember when the case of this guy came up, the case of this loan, 22.7 billion loan came up. I could still remember that there were some persons who were emphatic from the opposition party.
That's Abaribe.
Let us go into the details of this loan.
They say no, that's partisan politics.
Ahmed Lawan said no. Look at where it is. There is no way you guys say you want to report them to Buhari. To do what?
Which Buhari?
To do what? You have reported security agencies that they are not performing to Buhari. What has happened?
They are still there.
They are talking about apparatus that they want to overhaul the apparatus and all of that. What has changed? Automatically, you guys have lost it. And sometimes at this point, I just feel like saying that the opposition should be the one to hit the Senate so that things will go in order.
Yes.
Because if the opposition was there, it would checkmate a lot of things that is happening.
APC executive,
everywhere,
APC legislature, APC judiciary, and everything. Causing this whole anarchy.
Exactly. And I think at this point they have to have everything. Look at virtually all the bills sent from the executive down to them is being carried out. Okay, yesterday we heard the case of increasing for hate speech. From
500 to 5 million.
5 million. Now they have not even passed the bill. These guys are they've already kickstarted the whole thing and it's running.
And what is amazing is the fact that they were not also very quick to pass the bill for corrupt leaders.
Exactly. Up till now, it's still there.
But they've not even mentioned it. And the issue of Boko Haram having a field day. These are pertinent issues that require urgent response. They are played down and it's so emphatic on his speech.
They talk about due process, that some assets were sold, national assets were sold without due process. What is due process? When they brought it to you people for it to pass through the loan issue, didn't you guys pass it without allowing the due process to take its course? Man, when I never see something, I will see something. All right, that's where we're going to leave it. Don't forget to subscribe and go to our comment section. Let us interact. Don't forget, Jesus.